Hello, everybody. Hope everybody can hear me okay. It is, what even is today? Wednesday morning, EST, 1 a.m. Oh boy. I just got up from my nap. I actually got off work early, couple hours early, so I said I was going to go ahead and take a nap. Um, so that I didn't have to, so I can get some rest before stream. It was a very, very long week, and I have tomorrow off, which means I have a 3-day weekend, which I'm excited about. Oh boy, I am just so ready just to have a few days off. But I hope everybody had a great weekend and are having a good week. Uh, I don't know how many people are here that are wrestling fans, but WrestleMania was good. I will say WrestleMania was so much better than Royal Rumble. We'll say that because Royal Rumble this year kind of was bad. It was just there was not a lot of excitement for it with me, and that's one of my favorites, like my top favorite premium live event every year. But this year's was just kind of like eh. But WrestleMania had some good uh, surprises and some sad surprises. I guess at this point right now, I'm going to go ahead and spoil stuff because if you haven't watched it yet, I mean, it's going to be all over the place. But the biggest things that for me that was very, very exciting was that Paige returned. So I have been waiting for that for such a long time. I was so mad because after I asked for no spoilers, because I couldn't watch until after work one day on Saturday, someone spoiled that for me. But I still got emotional when I saw it. So Paige was one of my all-time favorite wrestlers back in the day. So I'm so excited to see that she's back. Love her story. Love her background story. It's really, really good. You haven't seen her movie, like you should watch her movie. It's basically how she got her start in wrestling, and it is I think it's called Fighting with My Family. It's a really good movie. Um, and then we found out that Bianca was not returning to action anytime soon because she's got a little bun in the oven. So that was exciting to see. I'm so happy for her. The main event for Saturday, for in my mind, was much better than the main event from Sunday. There wasn't a lot of like surprises in the main events, so at least for Sundays there really wasn't. Of course, Pat McAfee got himself involved, and then got an RKO for it, so that was good. Um, don't like the heel Pat McAfee. Don't like him at all. Um, who else? Sunday we had. Oh, excuse me, I'm hiccuping. Sunday we had uh Obafemi and Brock Lesnar. Obafemi is freaking insane. He is so over. I'm so excited for his career. I've seen him um, from the time he was in the developmental program that they have called NXT. He's going to be amazing. He is honestly, if you think about it, he's going to be like the next Brock Lesnar to me. Like that's honestly who he is, and it's actually apt because after that match, Brock Lesnar left his boots in the ring, which if you know anything about wrestling, that typically means that they're retiring. So that was completely unexpected. Did not know that was going to happen. We are seeing a lot more of the older wrestlers are starting to hang up their boots. So it was very surprising and shocking. And then our girl Rhea Ripley has got her title back, so I am so excited about that. So we're gonna have some fun with Rhea Ripclaw in her honor. I am so excited. Now, before I get started, I did want to let you guys know that I'm trying something different with the streaming today because playing back my stream, I do notice that I've been freezing and dropping some frames, so I've kind of lowered my bit rate a little bit. So if you notice any type of issues with that, please let me know. So because I want to make sure that the stream is as smooth as possible, but I don't need the frozen frames or the drop frames there. So just let me know if you are seeing any issues with that. So Without further ado, let's pop right into the game and have some fun with our girl Rhea Ripclaw and celebrate her massive win. I won't talk about Monday Night Raw, even though I really want to, but if you haven't seen it, just there's some exciting things happening with some of the folks that were in the developmental territory. I'm excited for them because I've seen them from the very beginning, and I've seen them be able to grow and become better performers, and to know that they've got such massive pops from the audience when they show up to the main roster, it just makes me so happy. It really makes me like feel like, okay, these people are going to be somewhere. They're not going to lose their job. They're going to have a good run. I'm so excited for them. It means that I don't know if you know who. I'm sure anybody who knows wrestling knows who Shawn Michaels is. HBK. He's in charge of the developmental territory, and he is doing a phenomenal job with these wrestlers. So I'm so excited for them as they start to grow and come into their own. So, all right. So let's see. We left off with we did give King Mogomog. We moved to the Rising Stones. I don't remember. Let me see if I can go back in here because I need to remember what happens. I'm going to go back to here. Oh, okay. So you know what? Okay. Here we go. All right. So we found Yagiri. She showed up. She is someone I wasn't expecting to see so soon. So we see her now. I did say that I did show here that we are, looks like we are having some stolen crystals, but it looks like that we have Amalja that are popping in. Okay, so let's see here. It was a carriage that we were trying to figure out. Nothing suggested that Amalja, but oh, that's right, because they were showing that people from Beast Tribe from Limsa was popping in here, and taking a whole scenic route across Eorzea to get some crystals. So that's where we are right now. We drew the thieves out, and now we are trying to figure out what's going on next. So we're basically on the road to Heavensward. We've got, I would say, let's see here. We've got about 58-ish quests to do before we get to main scenario quest Heavensward. But I do know that it starts getting real good about halfway through post Realm Reborn. So let's just go in here and let's see what we can find and how far we can get tonight. Hoping to be in Heavensward fairly soon. We're going to take it one quest at a time, though. You can only do one quest at a time. So let's see what we got from Thancred and see what he's got to say to us. I feel like I'm going to... Oh, you know what I was going to do today? I completely forgot. Let me take her glasses off. I'm going to go take them off and let her have some breathing room there. I was going to go and do a retainer because I need to go ahead and start emptying my my inventory here because I'm getting kind of full, and I haven't had a chance to get on here off stream and upgrade my rank for the Grand Company to be able to turn in gear. To me, it just feels like it's boring content to do when you're on stream, so I'll do it later off stream, but I do need to go ahead and get a retainer so I can dump some stuff in. And because the first stream when I was creating a character, it was all on mute, I figured I would do that on stream to kind of show you guys a little bit more of the create a character section. Yeah, I need to go over here. I wonder if he's gonna let me no, okay, I can go to retainer vocate, maybe. Let's see. Greetings, I take it you come to see me about a retainer. Yep, okay, I can hire a retainer. I can hire up to 10 retainers because my alt, or my main character, I have all 10. So I'm going to go ahead and just do one for now. We're just going to create something. I don't know. I can do a Viera, a Rothgar, Ara, Rogaden, Mikote, Lalafell, Elizin, and a hero, which is a human. I don't know. What should I do? I'm not sure what to do. Okay. I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to do at least like one, just a regular retainer, and I'm just going to make it just a random, just do random stuff. I could do like a point and click, but I'm just going to do random stuff. And I think what I'm going to do, here is a thing for affiliate. I know when I get to affiliate, I can actually start doing like, if you do so much like points or whatever, then you can like make me do stuff or like it's some things that I've seen before. But like I think what I'm gonna do is on one of those, I'm gonna say decide what kind of retainer I'm gonna have or something like that, something silly like that. But I think what I'm gonna do a female. Oh, I know what I could do. I know exactly what I can do. I'm gonna do an Ara, and I'm gonna do an Eorzea. That's what I'm gonna do, because that's Rhea Ripley's best friend, right? So we're gonna do that. We're gonna just do a regular, because Eo reminds me of Ara. Let's see. Do I want to do? No, I'm gonna do this one. All right. So height. That girl is short, so we're gonna do that. She kind of flat, honestly, if you look at her. So I'm gonna do that. Tail is fun, so let's see. I'll do that one. Will be boring. I'm gonna make it short though. And the what do you call them? I don't know what you call these. They're like face fangs? I don't know what you call these. Horns? Alright, that'll work. Skin color, we want her very pale, because Eo is a fairly pale. Well, she's not too pale. That'll work. Okay. So now hairstyles are fun. I don't think I have. I don't know if any of these are unlocked from my main character. But I like. Let's see here. That's a pretty one. So I want to. Yeah, I want something like that. Because she does have longer hair. Does she have bangs? Does Eorzea have bangs? She has longer bangs, so she has something more like that almost. Let me see if there's anything else that has. Hello, how are you doing, Blood? I know what I was also gonna do. I was gonna figure out how to put the chat on my screen so that when people play back, they can see who I'm talking to, because I'm really bad about repeating what people are saying. I did notice that quite a bit. There's also this one. I think I'm gonna do that one. That one looks more like her, I feel like. Okay. And then, of course, we have to make it black because she's got black hair. She's got a little bit of red. I'm going to put a little bit of red in there because she's got a little bit of a red highlight. Yeah, there we go. No one else is going to see this except for me, so it really doesn't matter. Jaw. so minuscule, I don't see the actual change. So we're just going to go that way. Eye shape. You have to be really looking at it to be able to see the different eye shapes. I'm going to do that one. Okay. And small is fine. I do want to see... Okay, so, EO Sky eye color. Brown eyes. Okay. Yeah, there we go. That works. And then a ring. Oh. Actually, I like that. That's pretty cool. She doesn't really have that in real life, but I'm still gonna make that ring, that brown. Yeah, that's cool. Eyebrows you really can't see, so we're just gonna leave them where they are. Nose. Look at that perky little nose. I'm gonna keep it at that one. Mouth. So it's between that one. I like that one, but I also like that one. I think I'm gonna go with this one. And we'll go with a darker. I wish it was. It gets really hard to see the lip color. Okay, I guess we'll go with that. And we can do that. We can do that. That's cool. Yeah, I like all the features. And then we can do some face paint. Yeah, some good makeup. They always have some good makeup here. You can only have one though, so we'll just do that. And I'll just do that right there. That looks a lot like EO. Okay, the fun part is doing the voice. Oh, I've missed a lot. Okay. Sound, I think is good. If others say it's too loud, then just what sounds good to me. Who are you trying to make? You, Gary? No, I'm trying to make EO Sky. You can unlock Rogue and make her Rogue? Nope. Nope. Oh, it's EO. Yep. Fun fact, by the way, Rogue/Ninja, as far as I know, is the only main combat job that was released in the middle of the patch cycle between expansions. It came out in 2.4. I figured it was 2.2, but that works too. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know it didn't come out with the base game. That's really cool. Did not know that. Alright, so I always like to go to the laugh. So we'll go through each one of these. Let's see which one I like. I don't like that one. That's okay. Don't like that one either.
Way!
That was kind of fun, but it doesn't really sound like EO to me.
Yeah!
Maybe?
Oh, yeah!
Okay, I like type 6.
Yeah!
No.
Yeah!
I don't like that one.
Yeah!
Don't like that one.
Ha!
Nope. What was that?
Ha!
Alright, type 6 it is for me.
Yeah!
So then, go. Okay, that one's fun. Okay, I like that. Alright, type 6 is where we go. Okay. So, I am happy with this little Miss EO Sky. Yeah, so EO Sky. Hee 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 hee. Alright, so let's go ahead and we're going to confirm that. So, yeah, I guess I can save it. I'm going to say this EO. Okay. finalize my retainers. Alright, so they said I can think of several retainers exactly as you describe. Well, good, because, like, that's the one I want. Alright, so, Eorzea. Is she polite, rough, serious, carefree, independent, lively? So for me, Eorzea is lively. Have a good stream. I'm still up. Okay. You have a good fun time playing Baldur's Gate 3. Alright. So when summoned, she says, "What do you have for me? Come on, don't be shy." And when dismissed, she's going to say, "Very good, madam, very good indeed." Alright, so now we have to give her a name. So I'm going to go, because you can't do 2 words, so I'm just going to do this. Eorzea. Hopefully no one has taken that name. Yay! I've hired her. Okay. So now we have Eorzea. Alright, so let's go ahead and Eorzea. I mean, we have Eorzea. And I can start to drop some of this stuff. I'm just going to drop the gear, because that's what's the most of in here. I need to also go get glamour so I can glamour my my Moogle bow, but we'll do that later. And yes, I think some of this could have gone into the Armora, but I'm not worried about it. Okay. I guess I can get rid of these two. Weapon coffers. And honestly, I could probably sit here and do some selling, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. Let me also put some of this decorations in here, because I don't have a house yet. Or an apartment. Put that in there. Don't need that. Okay. Probably don't need much of this, but at least my inventory is cleaned out a little bit better than it is right now. So, I love it that you're going to do that. Who's going to be your second? What do you mean? Oh. Honestly, that's Paige. Paige will be. And then of course you got AJ Lee, all the returning ones. Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, Sol Ruka. So I got quite a few of amazing women wrestlers that I absolutely love. So, okay, let me go ahead and teleport back over to, which one was it? Horizon. That's where I was. Does Rhea have another friend though? She does. She's got Damian Priest. But if you look at this, I actually have my Chocobo named Damio, which is Damien and Eo for her 2 best friends. I can make a dude retainer, yeah. I could make a Damian Priest. Oh, that's precious. I love that. Yeah. I was like, I didn't know what to name the Chocobo. And I was like, you know what? Let me just name it off of 2 best friends. Alright, so let's see what Thinker's got to say. Ooh, we're going into, it looks like we're going into Sultana's, little meeting room. So let's see what's happened. The antecedent bid me tell you to make for best for Bay, where young Alphino awaits your coming most eagerly. It was he who requested your assistance. What just happened? Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Anyway. She's a crazy nut. We love her. Alright. The antecedent bid me to tell you to make for Vesper Bay, where young Alphino waits your coming most eagerly. It was he who requested your assistance. Some commotion or incident. I am not privy to the details. While you do whatever it is that Alphino has planned for you, I shall endeavor to track down our traitorous brass blade. And when I do, you may rest assured that we will have our answers. So why am I going back to the Waking Sands? I thought we moved. Didn't we just move to... we did go to the Rising Stones. We moved into there, so I don't know why we're back over here. Oh well, I guess, it just... I don't know. I know, Eorzea is still over here, but I thought Alphino would have already moved over to the Rising Stones as well. Interesting. Oh, he's over here. Okay. You are late. Excuse me. No matter. I know where our visitors are headed. From what I have been able to gather, this vessel belongs to a band of Domans who seek an audience with the Sultana. You are familiar with Doma, yes? And Othard? Well, like the rest of the nations of the eastern continent, it is ruled by the Garlean Empire. Given our visitors' unannounced arrival, as well as the state of their ship, I suspect that they did not leave their homeland under the best circumstances. Needless to say, I should be very interested to hear their tale. And more importantly, what they know of the current state of affairs in the Empire. Such information could prove most useful. We would be fools not to pursue this opportunity, do you not think? Come with me to Eorzea. Unless I am mistaken, and I am rarely mistaken, we will find the Domans bickering with the Sultansworn on the Royal Promenade. You are uncertain of your role in the proceedings? Insurance. If our guests are not themselves Imperial agents, it seems fair to assume that they may be being pursued by some. And if not, who better than you to have on hand in the event of an unforeseen diplomatic incident? Besides, I do so enjoy your sparkling repartee. Satisfied? Good. I shall see you in Eorzea. Alphino needs to be brought down a couple notches or two, I feel like. He is a smarty pants. Okay. So then we're going to the Royal Promenade. Yep, right here. Okay. Perfect! Alright, so up here... Oh, I guess we're just gonna get put into a cutscene, I guess. Oh, no, there's Jagiri. Yep, just into cutscene. Okay. It matters not how many times you ask. Without the necessary permissions, none shall pass. Pray understand, good sir. We have not the leisure to lodge a formal petition. Time is of the essence. All I ask is that you summon your superior. Allow me to plead my case. Surely you can grant us that small kindness. Away with you, and darken these doors no longer. I will not ask again. You know not what you do. I gather your pleas fell upon deaf ears? A loyal man with cold heart. I know his kind well. I hope that you will find me more to your liking. Alphino Leviar, at your service. A friend. Which I believe makes me very nearly unique, in this part of the world at least. Few indeed are your allies in Eorzea, yet you will need some if you wish to endear yourselves to the wealthy and powerful. Pray join me and my associate at the quicksand. There you may explain your situation to us, and we shall see if there's aught we can do to help. You know, honestly, if I didn't know Alphino any better than I do, I would have turned and run. Because I'm just like, there's always a catch. You always have to, like, you're my friend, quote unquote, right? I don't know. Alright, so quicksand is... No. Oh, I guess it's... Wait. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, I'm thinking of Limsa. Oh, the quicksand. Let's see what we've got. What sort of troubles are waiting for us here. Ooh, can I sit down? Yay! Now I'm sitting down. My buffalo's on the table. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna have to stand up and do this, but yep.
We have traveled some several thousand miles across the sea from the nation of Doma, in hopes that we might find sanctuary in these lands.
Sanctuary, Lady Yugiri?
Aye. Lying within Othard, Doma was under the dominion of the Garlean Empire, as I'm sure you are aware. When the War of Succession broke out in Garlemald, we espied an opportunity to free ourselves from the yoke of imperial oppression and took up arms. Only to be crushed. And so I gathered what few Domans escaped the reckoning and guided them hither to your shores.
A war of succession? Then the Emperor... Forgive me. You said that Doma was under Imperial rule, did you not?
Doma is gone. Razed to the ground as an example to the other provinces.
12 have mercy. And your people?
On a ship anchored in Vesper Bay, flying borrowed colors. Many were complicit in the rebellion, or akin to those who were. They will not come ashore until I send word that it is safe to do so. I sought an audience with your rulers, but was summarily refused.
The lords of Ul'dah are not wont to entertain foreign refugees without suitable encouragement.
Mayhap I was foolish to expect otherwise, but our supplies run low and we have young ones in urgent need of care. I have seen the tents outside the gates, however. We are not the first to seek asylum, nor will we be the last.
Be that as it may, Ul'dah is no friend to Garlemald. Your tale would stir the hearts of many men and women here. The Sultana and the Syndicate will not be so easily swayed, but I shall see that you are granted an opportunity to plead your case.
This is within your power?
Well, far be it from me to boast, but I do have the ear of certain influential individuals.
I am in your debt.
Lady Yugiri, forgive me for observing, but your choice of attire seems like to evoke feelings of mistrust.
Men are wont to fear the unfamiliar. We know this from experience. We seek only to spare the people of Ul'dah unnecessary disquiet.
I shall defer to your experience, then.
I thank you for your understanding.
It seems I have urgent business with the Flame General. I leave our guests in your capable hands.
I was not expecting a voice cutscene, which means that that cutscene was very likely a very important cutscene to have. So We will keep it moving here. If I may, madam, as I said earlier, we have been at sea for some several moons, and our supplies are all but spent. I have not the heart to repeat the tales of our tribulations, nor would it please you to listen to them, I think. Suffice it to say, however, sacrifices have been made. Though it shames me to beg for more when you have already offered so much, desperation compels me. Good madam, if you or your associates could spare any provisions, anything at all, it would go a long way to lessen the suffering of my people. Alright, so let me go ahead and talk to Momodi, because Momodi is a sweetheart, and she will basically give me anything that I want. Hells, why didn't you say so sooner, Eorzea? Course I'll help. See, told ya. You couldn't have picked a better day to tell the truth. A wealthy merchant and his entourage were due to have a banquet here on the morrow, see? But just sent word that they can't come, meaning I've got a boatload of foodstuffs and no one to feed. Best of all, they paid for the lot in advance. Ha ha! Go and call on Ferdur and Catherine at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Tell them I said to ship the little prince's order to the Wakened Sands. Oh, and if they argue, just show them those letters. That should set them straight. I feel like Momodi is like one of the... You know, you shouldn't encourage them like this. They'll start to expect it. You mark my words. Alright, well, I'm not gonna... Uh-oh. Something happened. Give me a second here. Oh dear. Alright, I need to figure out what's going on with the stream. I think you can see, but or you can hear, but you can't. Let's see here. Okay. Alright, I think we might be back. All I still see is a black screen. I'm not sure what happened. It's working on your end now. I have no idea what just happened. I just looked up and just saw a bunch of error messages. So I don't know what happened, but things are still kind of loading on my end. No idea. No idea if it is. I don't think it was my computer because it happened on Vlad's computer too as he was watching, but yeah, let me just stop the stream and I'll completely restart it. Let's see here. Okay, not sure. I think you guys can hear me, but I'm still having some streaming issues, I feel like. Like, it is not registering that I'm streaming. Can you see okay? Like, it doesn't seem like it's... Like, I don't know if anything is moving. Yeah, I'm getting an network error on Twitch's website. I wonder if Twitch went down. Yeah, I don't have any dropped frames right now, so I don't think it's me. Let me see if Twitch is down. Let me see here. Let me go to Twitch and see if anybody else is having an issue. Yeah, but when I pull up somebody else's... Did our internet didn't go down. Because then this wouldn't be working at all. Let's see here. Take it off data. Go to browse. And just pull someone else up and see if they are... Nope. Okay. Yeah, no, it's not Twitch. I don't know what is going on. Yeah, but it's still not showing up on my side. That's what I'm not sure. I refreshed everything multiple times. Like, nothing is working. I already restarted OBS. Yeah, I think I might have to come back after I restart my PC because something just glitched the hell out. I have no idea what happened. Alright, let me go ahead and restart my PC. I'll be right back. Okay, so let's see if this works better. I see things a lot better now. Okay, so I'm seeing everything is refreshed. Okay. I don't know what all that was about, but we fixed it. Reboot fixed it, and we're good to go now. That was a glitch. I have no idea how that happened, but cause my internet didn't go down because I didn't lose connection to the game, so I have no idea what that was all about. But the other day, my computer did something really weird too, so I don't know. Maybe I just need to like do a massive clean out of my computer because my poor computer, it's got so many things in it. I need to get that squared away. But anyway, let's go ahead and let's continue on going through here. We were giving a letter in this last person. She was mad because we were helping the refugees. This looks like logs of wood, but I think they're rugs. It's interesting. Okay. She's in the business of feeding refugees now? I ain't normally to one to question Mistress Momodi's judgment, but that doesn't seem wise to me. I'll not speak for the children, but if you ask me, any man what can't earn a crust deserves to go hungry. I mean, that's kind of rude. Like, I guess I get their thinking because they are so full of refugees already, so I understand their exasperation, but we're gonna put on Earth to help people, so that's just my 2 cents. Okay, so back to Mistress Momodi. I'm gonna turn my weapon off because it's annoying me right now. Alright, we're going minimalistic tonight with the gear. Alright, let's see. They didn't give you any trouble, did they? Good. Now go and tell Lady Yagiri that it's all in hand. I feel like we're... Man, this is a very long quest. It's been almost an hour and since we started. Well, not quite an hour, but it's been like 40 minutes since we started this quest. Jeez. I dared not hope for such magnanimity, much less expect it. Mistress Momodi is generous indeed. I shall be sure to thank her most humbly. Lady Yeri, I briefed the Flame General on your situation. I think you will be pleased with his reply. We have been granted an audience? Before the Sultana and the Syndicate both, we should return to the Royal Promenade at once. You have done so much for us, Master Alphino. I swear we shall return the favor. Naught is owed, Lady Yeri, for naught has been given. This small favor you fairly won with your words, and it is with words that you must win the favor of the Syndicate. Then I shall choose them with care. You will be accompanying us, yes? Good. Your presence may serve to remind the Syndicate of the true meaning of philanthropy, and that nothing so unpalatable will be required of them, assuming the Domans are willing to earn their keep. Come, the Flame General awaits us on the Royal Promenade. Okay. So, let's see. I wonder if this one's voice cutscene. I have no idea. We'll see. Let's see here. Okay. Royal Promenade, let's see. I guess I could sprint. Oh look, here's Raban. Oop. If we are all enemies of Garlemald, is it not fitting that we should join forces? Hey Jube! How you doing today? You just caught me coming back. I had a bit of a minor glitch. I don't know what happened, but my stream just completely shut down on me. But now we're back, and we're about ready to go see what the Syndicate and the Sultana has to say to Yagiri's request of refuge. Awesome. I'm glad you're doing good. I'm doing good. It is. Today was technically my Thursday at work, and now I am going into a 3-day weekend, so I'm very excited about that. Time for some rest and relaxation. Alright. Honey, it's not Jube as with a B, it's a Jude. Hey Jude. As in hey, I can't sing it. Hey Jude. I can't sing for, so I'm sorry if I hurt your ears. I'm so sorry. Alright, let's see what Ravon's got to say. A pleasure, Rhea. The others are already inside. Let's not keep them waiting.
I, Yugiri of Domar, am honored to meet you at last, Your Grace. To mark this auspicious occasion, I should like to present to you the finest treasures our humble nation has to offer. Alas, the circumstances which have brought me here today have divested me of both time and dignity. I come before you as a pauper in direst need of aid, to request that you grant my people asylum.
I, Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul, welcome you to our city. Be at ease, Lady Yugiri. Although I myself have heard the tale of your misfortune, I would ask that you recount it once more for the benefit of the others here present.
As you wish, Your Grace. For many years, my nation, Domar, suffered under the yoke of imperial rule, and my people yearned to be free. Thus, when a war of succession broke out in Garlemald, we sought to take advantage of the chaos and reclaim our liberty. Alas, our enemy proved less preoccupied than we had hoped, and our rebellion was put down in the most brutal fashion.
Those who survived, how many do they number?
More than 200 souls huddle within the cramped confines of our own galleon's hold. Yet this figure accounts for but one of a number of ships which escaped the purge. It is my hope that you will allow us all to dwell within your walls. Should that prove unfeasible, however, I humbly ask that you accept as many of my people as your resources allow. Pray understand, we do not beg a boon, but propose instead an arrangement. We would serve as soldiers or tradesmen until our debt is repaid.
Shall we call a vote?
The law is the law.
Lord Lolorito?
Tell me, are you blind or willfully ignorant? Even now, our streets are choked with the displaced victims of the Calamity and Alamigan refugees. They live hand to mouth, subsisting on aid provided by the immortal flames, the cost of which grows ever higher. The wealth of Ul'dah is not without limits, my friends. And need I remind you that these refugees are prone to violence and criminal activity? You have all read the reports, I think. Without homes or employment, it is only a matter of time before men grow desperate and take that which they imagine has been unjustly denied them. Yet, knowing this, you would have us swell their ranks. Mayhap you think the brass blades and the flames are not hard-pressed enough?
Some say the chairman of the East Aldenard Trading Company passes Gil thrice daily. This may explain how he came to be the wealthiest man in Ul'dah. Or it may simply be that he's ruthless beyond reckoning.
Surely the Sultanate can support the few hundred domins Lady Yugiri represents. That our resources have been taxed, I do not deny. But we are hardly in danger of financial collapse. I move that an exception be made.
An exception, Your Grace? I am suddenly reminded of a similar debate some years ago regarding a number of Alamigan refugees, if memory serves. What were your words that day? Yes. The law is the law, and so our visitors remained in Little Alamigo. Mayhap our wise and benevolent Sultana would be so good as to enlighten us as to which other of our laws should not be upheld.
Mind your tongue, Lolorito.
My lord, I share your concern for the welfare of our great nation, but we must endeavor to take a longer view. You know as well as I that people can be a resource still more precious than gil.
Precious or not, they were never yet so reliable. And unlike those who frequent your establishment, I have no desire to gamble with my future. Uldar's greatest asset is, and has ever been, her material wealth. We risk this at our peril. One need only look to Teleji Adeleji's example for evidence of the danger in allowing sentiment to dictate policy. How far the vaunted Mirage have fallen, both in repute and profitability, since he began employing refugees.
How I choose to conduct my affairs is not your concern, my lord.
A proposal has been tabled. Given its urgency, I move we forego further debate and call a vote. To accept the Doman refugees or not. Those in favor, I bid you remain. Those opposed, I bid you leave.
Would that it were within my power to welcome you and your people, Lady Yugiri. As you have observed, however, my authority in such matters is regrettably limited. Without the consent of the Syndicate, I cannot act.
I understand, Your Grace, and I appreciate all that you have done on our behalf.
The nerve of the man! If that bastard had not forsaken the eastern trade route, Little Alamigo would now be thriving. Oh, that you should have traveled so far under such dire circumstances, only to be refused in this manner is utterly unconscionable. Pray, accept my sincerest apologies.
Now that the Empire no longer poses an immediate threat, they see little reason to maintain the pretense of unity. The Monitorists have grown especially defiant of late. Lord Lolorito most of all. But this is neither the time nor place for that discussion.
Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. I usually try to let, because in our house, voice cutscenes are especially since there's so little of them, we tend to not talk during those. We want to make sure my viewers can hear what's going on as well, because I also go put this on YouTube as well. Anyway, let's see what I missed here. What games do I like to grind in? So, Final Fantasy XIV has been a game I've been playing for nearly 11 years now, but I'm replaying story just because I've forgotten a lot about the story. Like, this is all... I have completely forgotten about Yugiri and all of that, so it's exciting to replay some of the older story that I haven't been able to play for years. But other than that, I have other games that are more considered cozy games, like Sims 4 or Dreamlight Valley. There are other RPG games that I plan on playing eventually on the stream once I finish the story of Final Fantasy XIV. I think the one that I'm going to be playing after I finish story is Kingdom Hearts, because I've never played Kingdom Hearts, and I'm a huge Disney nerd, so we're going to be playing that soon after I do the story. Sorry, I'm hiccuping really bad. I mainly dabble in first-person shooter games, so I think the only first-person shooter game that I actually played was, what was it called? Borderlands? Yeah, Borderlands. I liked the art style of that game a lot, but I'm really bad at first-person shooter games. Like, I really am bad. I played it on a controller, though, so now that I play keyboard and mouse, I wonder if I'd be better at it, but I am usually not the best at them at all. Let's see. Oh, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you for the follow. I am so close to getting affiliate. I'm so excited. I thought you were ignoring me. No, I wouldn't ignore anybody. No, I just definitely, when it's cutscenes, we're cutscenes. Yeah, so whenever I get back into my social here after the stream, I'll definitely see if I can follow. But thank you for the follows. Really, definitely appreciate it. Oh yeah, she and I played all the way through the story of Borderlands 2. Yep. And keyboard mouse is superior for shooters, but it's nice to play on the controller and just chill on the couch. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like first-person shooters are actually harder to do as a controller, because you have to like be able to manage your joystick quite a lot with it when you're, I think with first-person shooters with keyboard and mouse, don't you just have to like know where you're shooting? Like if you've played on the Gold Saucer game, what is it called? The Air Force, yeah, the Air Force One game. And it's so much easier to just point and click, and because that's a first-person shooter light game almost, but it's so much easier to do on keyboard and mouse to me. But yeah, that is that quest. Yay! That was a long quest. That was a long quest line. Alright. So basically what's going on right now, I guess we've got the Syndicate is not happy about having the refugees stay and help in Ul'dah, which I get it. This is the age-old question, right? It's so political. But we're not going to be political about this in this stream. Let's see what Raban has to say about what just happened in that meeting room. As you observed, Lolorito is not afraid to speak his mind, nor is he like to change it. Oft have I wondered how a man so skilled at weighing the worth of things should be so incapable of seeing the value in people. Bah, I will waste no more words on him, not when the Domans are yet in need of aid. Everyone, follow me to the Hall of Flames. The parallels between the Syndicate and the Domans with Final Fantasy XI is kind of neat. Okay, so I remember playing a little bit of Final Fantasy XI, but I do not remember the story with what I played, because we were playing with friends. So I feel like I should put that on my list as well, to do the story for Final Fantasy XI. But I think, if I remember correctly, this was the story as good as Final Fantasy XIV. I know you have like very strong feelings about Final Fantasy XI, but that's also because you got some really good memories about it. So, but I don't know if the story was as appealing as it is with Final Fantasy XIV. Maybe you can answer that question for me. I don't know. I need to go here. Okay, so here. Okay. The fact that there has already been 2 voice cutscenes in that one quest means that we are starting to ramp up story again. Oh. The Syndicate has spoken, and I see no point in moving that the matter be reconsidered. The monetarists have made their position clear. Agreed. Ul'dah is not an option. Nor are Limsa Lominsa or Gridania, I judge, given the state of their internal affairs. Which leaves our Doman friends confined to a ship. Gods, the thought of them huddled in an airless hold with no hope of better treatment. Would that I had more time to find an alternative, a place not bound by the concerns of the great nations. Minfilia, that is precisely what I wished to discuss. I understand the Syndicate's decision. I do. We all wish to preserve that which is ours, especially when we believe it to be under siege. But I cannot meekly accept this judgment, not while my people suffer. Would it be out of the question for the Sultan to accept us for a limited time? A week, mayhap, or even just a few days? Excellent. I shall keep you informed. Lady Yagiri, I have a proposal, if you would hear it. Out with it, Master Alphino. The headquarters of my order, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, stands in a place called Reverence Toll, an outpost in Mordona. Like most outposts, it is frequented by mercenaries and other men of action, and lacks the comforts of more well-established settlements. However, the leaders of Reverence Toll have been doing their utmost to change that. To that end, they have need of able-bodied individuals willing to work as frontier hands. Hard labor, lest you doubt, would not save food and shelter by way of reward. Terms not unlike those which you yourself propose, Lady Yagiri. Though I will not hear a word said against our beloved Ul'dah, Reverence Toll would offer certain advantages, the absence of unhelpful bureaucracy being the most obvious. If they can accommodate us all, we shall gladly accept. Master Alphino, once again I find myself in your debt. Pray do not thank me, my lady. The life your people go to is one of hard labor and few comforts, as I told you. And before that, there remains the matter of how they may safely be borne to Reverence Toll, which will be no small feat, considering the distance and their present condition. Mayhap the Ul'dah Adventurers Guild can be of assistance. Look for me there anon, Rhea. Lady Yagiri, if you and your people would accompany me, we may discuss what aid the Immortal Flames can provide. Final Fantasy XI, you have to get access to the Syndicate or whatever they are called in that game to unlock Ninja. To me, the story was not as good as Final Fantasy XIV. It's decent though, but Final Fantasy XIV is still the best role-playing game story I've ever played, and I've played a whole lot of RPGs. I don't know what will ever dethrone it. I've heard good things about games like Expedition 33 though. So, Game of the Year, Expedition 33, that's another game I want to put on my list too, but that's going to be a little bit further down the line. have so much backlog that I can't really add any more games. What I've really kind of wanted to do is I wanted to go back to see which games were the game of the year in a specific year, and just do a playthrough of all of them. The only thing is I think that there are some games that I didn't really care for. Like, I don't think I would want to play them. So 2014 is when they started with the current rendition of the Game Awards. So I know Dragon Age Inquisition, that's one that I'm interested in. Witcher 3, that's one that's on my list already. Overwatch is apparently... Is Overwatch still around? I feel like Overwatch is kind of... It's a first-person shooter too, I think. So, yeah, I don't know. I might play that one for a little while. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is one that I'll play. God of War is one that Blood has played that I will play as well. Sekiro is a action-adventure game. I'll probably play that one, although I don't know much about it. Last of Us Part 2, I'd probably do Last of Us Part 1 first and do that one. Heard a lot of good things about those games. It Takes Two, that's a game that Blood and I have started playing. We're probably going to restart it again. I probably won't stream that one, just because that's something that you like want to play on the couch, right? Unless we can figure out how to do some sort of stream on the couch itself. I don't know. Elden Ring, I've been interested in that game as well. Baldur's Gate 3, Blood is currently playing Baldur's Gate 3. He says it's so long, but he's enjoying it. So we'll see. Baldur's Gate 3 is something that he has been playing for, I don't know how many months you've been playing it. Like, it's literally since at least October, November at least. He's got so many hours in it. It's crazy. Astrobot, I'm going to play that. He played that as well. And then Clear Obscure Expedition 33. So yeah, the only one that I'm really kind of like not sure I'm going to want to play at all is Overwatch. So we'll see. Witcher 3 is so much fun. Overwatch is a PvP game, not a story game, though. Yeah, so I might like dedicate one stream to Overwatch. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. You've been playing since August of last year, or maybe June. Yeah. How many hours you got in it? Like 1,700 at least? Is that too many? I thought you said 1,700. I don't know. Oh, 280. Maybe, okay, so, don't know, let me see, I don't know if it tells me how much playtime I have on my whole account here. No, it only tells you on the character, so like right now on Rhea, I only have 1 day, 21 hours and 20 minutes, but I have like 9 years. 9 years? No, I've been playing longer than that. It should say 11 years, I don't know. It's some crazy weird number, but I've been playing since 2015, so I don't know why it would say only 9. I'll have to go back and look at it on my main, but we can look at that later. But anyway, let's see here. All right, so let's keep going. I think. Alright, so let me do this. Okay. The years is from being logged in an AFK. No, it's not. No. I was not. I don't do that very often anymore. But when it was not years of it. It was not years of it. I was not AFK for years. Oh my gosh, sorry for the yawn. Alright. Let's see, we need to go over here to see what Alphano has to say. So we're moving the domens into Reverend's Toll. A couple hundred of them, I guess. We are concerned that the Doman refugees may find the journey to Reverend's Toll too much to bear. Too long have they been sequestered aboard their ship with insufficient supplies and scarce room enough to breathe, let alone stretch their limbs. With that in mind, Mistress Momodi has kindly offered to accommodate the Domans until such time as they are ready to set out for Mardona. Those healthy enough to travel will embark as soon as transportation has been secured, while those too weak to leave at once will be permitted to stay until they regain their strength. What news? Transportation remains our greatest obstacle, General. Is there aught the immortal flames can do? I fear that exceeds our mandate. Were it a smaller number, mayhap it would go unnoticed. But the Syndicate will not bear the cost of escorting more than 200 Domans to Mardona. When government fails to act, the responsibility falls to us private citizens. I will engage the services of the 77 caravans on the Doman's behalf. Very well. We should begin contract negotiations at once. Your generosity is most welcome, my lord. After all that has befallen these good people, it is the least I can do. Come what may, you shall ever have a friend in Ul'dah, Lady Ygiri. And you in Reverend's Toll, my lord. Well, it sounds like we all have work to do. Lady Ygiri, let's put our heads together and settle the details of our arrangement, shall we? I would entrust the task of escorting our Doman friends to you. After you have rested your own road-weary legs, of course. What say you? Hey, welcome back, Jube. No worries. You can lurk, you can say hi, you can chat. Well, however, I have no rules of how people are supposed to act in the stream. It is a very much of a low-key situation, low-key stream. Low-key / cozy, I guess, as you want to say. Okay. Of course, yeah, no worries. I appreciate your follow as well. We're over here. Small streamers gotta to stick together. Do you have a Twitch stream as well? I think I see it. Let me see if I can follow it. Yeah. That way I can follow you there as well. Small streamers have to stick together. That's how we grow each other. Appreciate you too. Alright, so we're being slow tonight with story. Story has been kind of slow going. Alright, let's continue on going through here. We are on a grind to get through Dawn Trail before the new expansion, which is supposed to be announced Friday. I think. Yeah, Friday is when the keynote is for the Fan Fest. So, hopefully y'all tune in. I'll be excited to see what we're going to be getting. Alright, so let's see what we got. Nigiri's game. As we speak, the Domans prepare for their departure at Vesper Bay, wherefrom they will be transported by carriage to Ul'dah. That said, this has all been decided rather suddenly, and it would not surprise me if the refugees required some assistance in coordinating their preparations. Rhea, I would have you return to Vesper Bay and facilitate the process through tasks great and small. In short, whatever must needs be done, do it. Speak with a man named Hosen when you arrive. As Lady Ygiri tells it, he has been designated the leader of the first group. Okay. Okay, so I'm going back to Horizon. Actually, let me do this. I have so many of these Aetherite tickets that I'm not going to need them anymore after so long, so I might as well use them. And you're down here. There's Hosen. Okay. Greetings. Alphino informed me that a scion would be arriving to help with the preparations. I'm honored to meet you, though shamed as well. A great warrior should not be tasked with such trivialities. You don't know half of it, sir. I knew from a glance what manner of woman you were. I too have some skill at arms, as do many of our people. Pray forgive this trifle, but might I trouble you to help me round up the children that have been given into my care. They are most adept at staying hidden from my sight, but perhaps your keen eyes will succeed where I have failed. You have my thanks, friend. Pray seek out my son Yozen. He can tell you more. Okay, so let's see. I gotta find the kiddos. Oh, hello there. I am Yozen, son of Hosen. Will you be coming with us to Ul'dah? I hear we're traveling by horse-drawn carriage. But don't you think they're queer? Giant birds that people ride like horses? I still want to try riding one, but... What's that? You looking for the others? Don't worry. I already told them to get ready for the carriages. I'll need your help, though. We were just finishing a game of hide and seek. 3 players are still in hiding, and since Lady Yagiri told us to take it really seriously, they won't move until they're found. But Vesper Bay isn't that big, so I bet you can find them in no time. Alright, so let's see. We are... This is the type of game I like. I like to be able to do puzzles like this when you have a story. That's a pretty good hiding spot there. Hey, you're not Yozen. Who you? I'm Koharu. Ribclaw, eh? I didn't know anyone else was. Wait a minute. You're one of those, stallions, aren't you? Okay, I was not expecting that. No! Scions! Scions! Then you must know Lady Yagiri, right? Isn't she great? She's really good at hide and seek, too. Oh, right. It's almost time to go. Nice meeting you, Rhea Ribclaw. Oh my gosh, that was great. Stallion. I think there's one over here hiding behind the carriage. Yep. Are you playing? No fair. Yozen didn't say anything about adults. Huh? We get to ride a horsebird carriage? I don't know. It sounds scary, but if Yozen says it's safe, I'll go. So funny. Oh, there's stairs up here. Is anybody there back here? Don't see anything there. Don't see anything there. Oh, here he is. Okay. How'd you find me? I guess I need to practice more. Or maybe you're just good at this. I mean, the Garleans didn't find me. That is true, because you are here. Wonderful. All the children are accounted. Hide and seek? Ah, I see that you are curious. It is quite simple, really. Lady Yagiri thought it best that the children know what to do in case the Garleans found us. I should hope that those days are behind us, but I nevertheless take comfort in knowing that we were prepared. That makes sense. Oh, this one is called Why We Adventure. I like the name of that. So why do we adventure? Let's see. The first caravan is due to depart shortly, followed by the rest at regular intervals. My family and I, including my stubborn old father, Homai, We'll be traveling in the lead carriage together with young Koharu, whom I believe you've already met. Though I understand the road to Ul'dah is regularly patrolled by your brass blades, it would give us great comfort if you would agree to accompany us on our journey. Once again, I thank you for your kindness. When you are ready to leave, please inform our coachman. Something automatically just smells really good. What smells really good? Because something smells really good just now. I don't know what it is, but it smells like soup or something. Okay, so going over here and we're going to speak to the coachman. Eager to be off, are you? Aye, well, I was meaning to have a word with you about that. Runner from the Blade says we might have a problem. A fierce-looking beastie's been sighted south of the bridge to Hammerley. Might be if someone's eyes are playing tricks on him, of course, but it don't pay to gamble in this business. Now, I know you can handle yourself in a fight, but this lot's here another story. So I was thinking you might go on ahead and have a quick look around. Make sure the area's safe-like, and if you come across anything dangerous, you know what to do. When you're satisfied the way's clear, meet us outside Horizon. The Blades tell me the road there is safe, so I reckon we can make it that far on our own, assuming the self-same bastards don't try to rob us, that is. For this, I'm actually going to go ahead and grab my carriage, because that's what they're riding. I think that's accurate, don't you think? Although theirs is slightly bigger than mine. They have 2 chocobos, and I only have 1. So let's see. Man, what does smell so good? Something smells really good right now. I don't know what it is, but like, what smells so good? Huh? Oh, you made a little pizza. Oh, okay. Maybe later. It smelled like broth or something. It smells really good. Okay. I guess I could fly, but I think this is kind of fun to do it this way. It's kind of role-play game-ish, you know what I mean? Okay, I need to go this way because you're not on a train. But then there is... So where am I going exactly? I'm going right outside of Horizon. And see if there's some sort of... I guess there's going to be some sort of, mob waiting on us. This is kind of fun. Just to keep on going with the carriage, but I don't have any passenger. I wish you could put NPCs and passenger as your mount. That'd be kind of neat. Alright, so we're talking about the bridge. So there should be something on the bridge here. Up, there's the purple smoke. Okay. What we got here? A wandering eye. Okay. Alright, I'll do that. Didn't need it, but did it anyway. Okay. Alright, enough goofing off with mounts. Let's go. Alright, we made it safe for you guys. We got rid of the void scent. So there was a beastie. Was being the operative word, eh? Ha ha! Well fought, madam. Well fought. Ah, if only I were in better health, I should have been proud to stand at your side. Pay my son no mind. He forgets that his responsibilities preclude acts of daring do. Humph. Be that as it may, I cannot help but envy you. Had we been able to call upon heroes of your strength and skill in Doma, things would have been very different. But we cannot change the past. Those who fought and fell are forever lost to us. Lost but not forgotten, Lady Geary's kinsmen least of all. They fought fiercest, though they knew full well it was in vain. She had every right to walk away, yet she chose to stay. Food, shelter, the promise of a better life, all this and more we owe to her. How does one even begin to repay such a debt? In kind, Father, to she who has given everything, we shall give our all. Whatever work there is to be done, we shall do without question. Ditch digging, bricklaying, it matters not. Reverend's Toll will grow and prosper by our hands. Hey, Miss Rhea! Koharu and I want to know why you became an adventurer. Okay, to go wither the wild rose blooms, to amass a fortune, to win glory, to gain power. I'm going to go wither the wild rose blooms. So, you like roses? I think I understand. I mean, they're nice and everything, but don't they grow in lots of places? It's my turn now. Excuse me, Miss Rhea, I've got a question. What's Reverend's Toll like? Is it pretty? It's a bustling outpost frequented by countless adventurers. It is a bastion of civilization in a harsh and unforgiving wilderness. It is home to the scions of the Seventh Dawn. It is a stone's throw from an imperial castrum. Well, I don't want to scare the poor child. I'm going to do home to the scions of the Seventh Dawn. That should make her feel safe. Oh, so you live there with your friends. That means you'll always be there to protect us. Enough, Koharu. It's my turn again. Miss Rhea, when I'm older, I want to be strong like you. What do I have to do? Eat your veggies. Seek out new experiences and adventures. Fight ferocious beasts. Train every day. Buy weapons and armor from Marina. I'm going to say train every day. Because why not? These are cute kids. Aha! So my father was right. How do you do it then? Come on, tell me. And don't leave anything out. All right, all right. That's enough questions for Miss Rhea. That's not fair. Why does Yozin get to ask 2 questions? I want to know about adventuring just as much as he does. Just one more, please. Do you think I could be an adventurer like you one day? Really? Then I will. Thanks for the advice, Miss Rhea. I won't forget it. I'm going to be an adventurer too. When we get to Reverend's Toll, let's make an adventurers guild for Domans. We'll protect our friends and punish the wicked, just like Miss Rhea and Lady Yagiri. Yeah, just like Miss Rhea and Lady Yagiri. We can talk more about that in the carriage on the way. Will you be joining us? They're so cute! Talking my ear off in that carriage. Okay. Well, okay, so now where are we doing? Oh, at the quicksand. Okay. I guess I can just go back in here. I don't... This is the beginning of... I don't know why we went towards Ul'dah. Now we were going to... Where's... I don't know. Let me see here. Okay, I can't fly higher. Okay, that's fine. Let me look and see here. Let's see. Mordona. Okay, so you have to go to Thanalin. Okay, so let me see here. So Ul'dah. Okay, nope. Let me go back. I hear you. Northern Thanalin. You have to go from Northern Thanalin. And so right now, so Northern Thanalin, Central Thanalin, and where was I? I was in Western Thanalin. Yeah, I was in Western Thanalin, so I had to go to Central Thanalin. So they went to they went to Central Thanalin, and then they're going to Northern Thanalin from there, and then to Mordona. Okay. But they had to pass through. Oh man, that castrum. Oh my gosh, that's gonna... Hope they're okay. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh, what part of... Where am I at? Okay, so let's just go over to this Aetherai real quick. Over here. And reconvene with Alpha Node. Alright. Let's see what he's got to say. Ah, Rhea. I take it the first group has arrived? Excellent. Is there aught else? No. I have matters well in hand here. You and Lady Gary should travel to Reverend's Toll forthwith. Alright, so we're going to Reverend's Toll. Give me just a second here. Okay, let's see. Alright, so back to Alphano. Okay. It is past time Lady Ugiri met with the guild representatives in Reverend's Toll. Since I do not foresee any further matters arising here at Thanalan which might require your personal attention, I would instead have you serve as an escort to the Doman delegation for the duration of the journey. Speak first with Slapborn upon your arrival. He is the one with whom the Dradomans will be working most closely, I should think. Afterwards, introduce Lady Gary to Minfilia and the guild emissary. If both meetings go well, the resulting tie should stand the Dradomans in good stead for that which is to come. Safe travels, Rhea. Alright, so to Mordona we go. Alright, talk to Slapborn. And this must be the esteemed Lady Ygiri and her associates. I greet you all as friends, and bid you welcome to the Toll. I hope you do not find our dearth of fineries off-putting. Poor though we may seem, we have a wealth of spirit and camaraderie to spare. You see, race and creed don't enter into it here. We welcome all sorts, provided they are willing to earn their keep, of course. We are no strangers to hard work, Master Slapborn. You may rest assured that we will carry out your orders with due diligence. Oh, not for a moment did I doubt your commitment, my lady. Pray understand, I give the same speech to all new arrivals. and you needn't bow your head or call me master either. We are both frontier hands as far as I am concerned. As you wish, Slothborn. May this meeting mark the beginning of a long and fruitful relationship. Our guests have yet to meet with the antecedent. 7 hells, Rhea! Why are you wasting time with me? See them to the rising stones. I'm only doing what I was told to do. To whom much is given, much is expected. Forgive me, I require a moment to compose my thoughts before meeting with your leader. We shall join you at the rising stones anon. Alright. He's punching. Can I laugh? That's funny. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Okay. Okay, so I need to go to... I guess I need to go into the Rising Stones. And there's Papa Limo, Tataru, Flimhammond. Ida's over here by herself. What did you do over here by yourself, girl? Did they really sail that half-rotted ship all the way from Othard? Isn't that dangerous? What if it had sprung a leak? The thoughts of Ida. Alright, so let's see what we got going on over here with Menphilia. Oh look, it's Limsa Laminsa. I never noticed that picture on the wall. That's interesting. Do they have any other pictures on the walls here? Let me see. Hold on. If there's not one for all the city-states, that's kind of wrong. Like, we left Uldad to get rid of allegiance to one city-state, and we have a picture of Limsa Laminsa in our headquarters now, and just Limsa Laminsa. That's a little crazy. Is there any pictures in here? I don't see any pictures in here. That's nuts. I never noticed that before. Just no use. Our attempts to reach the students of Baldesion continue to meet with failure. Eorzea has explored other avenues of inquiry, but they too have yielded naught. We will persevere, of course, yet within our hearts the truth is clear. We are but awaiting confirmation of that which we already know. How fare the Domans? I'm given to understand you were kept quite busy in Vesper Bay. Mayhap you question the wisdom of aiding refugees when the primal threat remains unresolved. I should not blame you if you did, nor would I deny that this matter falls outside our normal purview. Be that as it may, I could not ignore the plight of those refugees, not when it was within our power to help them. Lady Yuri is here? Please show her in. I should very much like to meet her. We have no objections. Pray do so with our blessing. Your answer pleases me beyond words, my lady. But are you quite certain? We have no way of knowing how many might answer my summons. In the event that Reverend Toll could not accommodate us all, we would need to find an alternative solution. Should that come to pass, we will find it together. As ever, it has been a pleasure, Antecedent. Alas, we must take our leave as the first carriages are due to arrive at any moment. Should you require aught else, pray speak with Slafford, Lady Gary. Rhea. They're gonna summon all of the Domans. Alright, let's see what Minfili has to say now. Lahamin and I will make all the necessary preparations to ensure that our Doman friends feel at home upon their arrival. Though I must admit that I'm still troubled about the matter of the missing crystals. Yustola should be returning anon with a report from a field. Mayhap you could wait here and speak with her upon her arrival?
How goes the fishing? Caught anything slippery?
Aye. Our suspicions were well founded. The Serpent Reavers are indeed the culprits.
The plot thickens.
Has there been any movement in Thanalan?
It has been blessedly quiet, which is to say the Amalja are being no more or less of a nuisance than usual, summoning Ifrit with such crystals as they have hoarded. Eorzea, too, reports not out of the ordinary.
Then we have our explanation.
Your explanation for what, pray tell?
For the recent spate of crystal thefts in Thanalan, we naturally assumed that the trail would lead us back to the Amalja. Yet it did not. It led us across the sea unto Vilbrand.
Vilbrand? There have been reports of increased Sahagin activity of late. Oh gods, they mean to summon Leviathan?
That is the way of it, I fear. Whilst conducting our investigation on behalf of the mineral concern, we came upon evidence implicating the Serpent Reavers. With the aid of the Maelstrom, I was able to verify our suspicions. 'Tis only a matter of time before Leviathan returns to harrow the seas. But there is more. One of the Sahagin, an elder by my judgment, spoke of attaining the gift and knowledge of eternity.
Ugh.
Such a disturbance in the ether. If I did not know better, I should think this device defective. And there is the explanation.
Soon it shall begin. Our Lord shall rise mid surging waves to wash away the finless ones. And I shall be granted the gift and knowledge of eternity, and with the emissary stand equal. Then shall I know no cessation, no oblivion.
Whence comes this promise of immortality? The emissary? We have outstayed our welcome.
The gift and knowledge.
Are the two of you quite well?
You shared that vision, did you not? Even before the Sahagin made mention of the emissary, I recognized Elidibus's words. He is behind this. But surely it is not within his power to grant the echo.
My lady, unless we act swiftly, Leviathan will rise again. The Admiral has already requested that we intervene to prevent this. Failing that, we are to attend to the Primal's extermination.
She will have our full cooperation. Let us make haste to Limsa Lominsa. I mean to play a part in this mission. Tataru, pray, take charge in my absence.
My lady, are you sure this is wise?
I am aware of the risks, but there is something I must see with mine own eyes. The true nature of the echo.
Very well. I shall not stand in your way. On the condition that you permit me to accompany you as bodyguard.
Your company is ever welcome, Thancred.
I take it something ill is afoot.
Aye, a Primal is about to be loosed upon Eorzea.
A primal?
A godlike being whose very existence is a bane upon the land. We scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to put an end to their kind.
I see. Know then that I am learned in the arts of war. In return for the kindness you have shown my people, I would lend you my blade.
It would be most welcome. When contending with a Primal, one can never have too many able allies. If you crave a more intimate understanding of the problems facing Eorzea, this experience is like to provide it. Be sure to come well prepared.
It's very interesting that there is more voice cutscenes in 2.2 story than there was none in 2.1. That just tells me we're getting really close to the build up to Heavensward, so I'm excited about that for sure. Alright, so I don't know, we might get to Leviathan tonight. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. Plainly, should the worst come to pass, and Leviathan is summoned, our only recourse will be to face him in battle. Given past experience, you may very well think that that eventuality is inevitable. Yet, so long as there is even a chance that the Primal's return might be prevented, we must needs bend all our efforts towards achieving that goal. Before we do aught else, let us hasten to Limsa Lominsa and meet with the Admiral. She will not have an idle in the intervening time, and will doubtless have valuable information to share. Alright, so we're going back to Limsa Lominsa. Okay, and we're going to... Oh, I don't need to go to 8th, right? Okay. I just need to go over here. Wait, are the weeboos over here? Weeboos are gone! Wow, the police... I wonder what happened to them! I'm gonna go to Novice Network. That's... I wonder what happened to them. I wonder if, like, they got banned or something. I don't know. The person says they'll be back eventually. Alright. So they said that they'll be back eventually. We'll see. You know, this glamour here, I think it's so well done. It's basically like if you let's see if I can examine it. So it's you get this. It is the Tomberry head. You get it for I think a fate. How do you get the Tomberry head again? Let me see. I can look it up real quick. Tomberry head. You get it from. Oh, maybe it was an event that you got it from. Okay. But I like those little costumes. The only thing I don't like is some of them, they make make your tail come out of the gear. I don't like that because it kind of gives away like what you're trying to hide. But this is actually, I don't mind the metallic colors. That's actually really cool looking. I like that a lot. Okay. Let's keep it going. Go to see Admiral Merlweb Blofussin. Merlweb. I always liked her little office too. It's so cool looking. I wonder what this thing does. Like, does she like speak into all of these little things and it goes to different areas? But I absolutely love how gorgeous her view is. Her view is really pretty. You can see the ocean for miles in the mountains. She's got a nice little office here. I guess over here is probably her sleeping quarters. Yeah, it's really cool looking. Welcome, friends. I take it Yashola has apprised you of the situation? Let us waste no time then. According to our best intelligence, the Sahagin had not crystals enough to summon their god. Alas, we did not count on the Serpent Reavers venturing as far as Thanalin to supplement their cache. For our short-sightedness, we are faced with the grim prospect of Leviathan's imminent return. Needless to say, I am not inclined to let the fishbacks have their way. Even as we speak, the Maelstrom makes ready to launch a large-scale operation to thwart the summoning, and we would welcome the Scion's support in this endeavor. But, if, gods forbid, our efforts should come to naught, I will need to trouble you for more than mere support, much as I did when Titan last walked these lands. Lady Menphilia, I'm given to understand that you mean to accompany our soldiers to the front lines. I can only assume that you have sound reasons for doing so. I do, Admiral, but I would rather not be drawn on their nature. I will say only that there is something I would see with my own eyes. Is that so? Well, I am not so stubborn as to deny the wish of one whose aid I require, but precautions must be taken. I shall require that you remain by my side at all times. With that settled, let us speak of the operation. Private Ripclaw, our scouts are currently reconnoitering Sahagin movements within the Sapsa spawning grounds. Upon completing their mission, they will return to the operation staging point at Camp Skull Valley. I want you to make your way there forthwith, that you might be apprised of the latest intelligence. Commander Falkbrida has charge of the garrison. Okay, so this goes to Airport. We want to go to Airport, I believe. And we're going to fly. Oh, I think, was it up here? Or was it the one further down? We're actually entering territory I really didn't enter until at all during base game. We come in here? Nope, can't go in there. Where is it at? Let's see. Here we go. Valkybrita. I've been expecting you, Scion of the Seventh Dawn. On behalf of the men and women here, I thank you for your cooperation. The safety of our citizens is paramount. With your aid, we will prevent Leviathan's return. As you may already know, Maelstrom scouts have been dispatched to reconnoiter. Okay, I'm going to look up how to say that word. How do you say reconnoiter? Reconnoiter. 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 Okay. Reconnoiter. Okay. Reconnoiter the Sopsa spawning grounds. So I'm going to restart over. As you may already know, Maelstrom scouts have been dispatched to reconnoiter the Sopsa spawning grounds. Though it pains me to admit it, the Maelstrom has never faced a foe the likes of this before. We must proceed with all due caution. Among other things, they have orders to determine where Leviathan might emerge, assuming it comes to that. And yet their return is long overdue. I fear that ill may have befallen them. For better or worse, we must ascertain their fate. If it is not too much to ask, I would have you aid us in the search. 5 scouts ventured into Sopsa, all told. Here, take this flask of restorative to tend to those who may have been wounded. Though it pains me to even consider the notion, if they have perished, circumstances permitting, I ask that you recover their bodies. By no means venture too deep into enemy territory, however. We can ill afford to lose you at this juncture. Okay. So let me see. We're all the way in here. Oh my gosh. Like, we're in it. We're not all the way. Okay, we're not all the way in, but we're in. Okay, so let's see what we got going on here. I don't see anybody. Here we go. Help somebody of all the times to forget the restorative. Poor guy. Why'd you forget your restorative? You need that. Thank you. I owe you my life. We were ambushed by the Serpent Reavers. Lightly armed as we are, we didn't stand a chance. I was able to flee this far, but the others were captured. They were taken to the Serpent's Tongue, I'm certain of it. I can make my own way back to camp, but I fear the worst for my comrades. Save them, I beg you. Alright, so they were taken, which means that they're probably going to be sacrificed, so I want to save them from that. Because that is such a cruel fate. Okay. So let's see. Oh man, they got corpses. Alright, let's see. Alright, so there was, this is 3. There's 2 that's dead here, but like, where's the other 2? Well, apparently we're not gonna go try to find out where they are. We're sending these people back to Valkybrita. we're still missing 2, so I wonder where they're at. I have a feeling that they have been captured for the summoning ceremony. I wonder if that's what she's going to tell me. You're returned. Thank the navigator. When I learned that you went to the Serpent's Tongue by yourself, I feared you would meet an untimely demise. But tell me, what became of the others? Dear gods. These wounds were not intended to kill, but to torture and maim. Does their savagery know no bounds? Enemies or no, they go too far. I dread to think what may have become of the 2 who remain unaccounted for. I pray that they haven't suffered the same evil fate. At the very least, one of my men came back alive, and for that I owe you my thanks. The price we paid was dear, but we have the intelligence we need. Even as we speak, the Admiral finalizes the details of the operation. The war horns will sound any moment now. Be ready to sally forth when they do. Okay, it's gonna be a minute before I feel like we're, unless these next couple quests are very short, we're not gonna get to Leviathan tonight, because it's 5 quests away. But maybe this is an instance. Maybe that's what this is. Thrice damned fishback bastards! I'll kill them slowly and then chase their rotten souls through all 7 hells. Peace, Commander. We are here for a purpose, and vengeance is not it. I want your mind on the task at hand, savvy? My apologies, Admiral. You may count on me to keep a clear head. Good. According to our sole surviving scout, the Sahagin and their thralls have already begun to amass at the Aetheryte in the depths of Sopsa. If we are to act, it must be now. The men are ready. We but await your orders, Admiral. As predicted, the Sahagin have tightened security in and around the spawning grounds. A frontal assault is like to be met with fierce resistance. But we are not so artless as that, Commander. We shall divide our forces and strike them hard and fast at key locations. Remember, our ultimate objective is to take the Sopsa Aetheryte and eliminate the Sahagin priests presiding over the summoning. We are not here to kill them all. The Maelstrom shall engage and distract the Sahagin's legion of drowned pirates at the Serpent's Tongue. Commander, you have charge over this effort. Be mindful that the lay of land there is devilish for attacking forces. Let the foreign levy spearhead the assault and have subsequent units fan out to cover their flanks. At the self-same moment, a diversionary squadron formed of Galians from the Crimson Fleet shall harry the enemy from offshore. And likewise, we Scions shall form smaller units in hopes of confusing the Sahagin defensive effort. Rhea and Y'shtola, the 2 of you are to make your way to the site of the summoning ritual. The Admiral's diversion shall serve to thin the enemy's defenses, rendering your path less perilous. A small party, I believe, should be able to win through without drawing unwarranted attention. Thancred and Yagiri, your mission is to lure as many Sahagin as possible out of the spawning grounds. Having done so, take to your heels and circle around to join the infiltration unit of Y'shtola and Rhea. When all has been set in motion, I myself shall cut out a path to the Aetheryte, accompanied by Lady Minfilia, as we agreed. Well, don't let me keep you, friends. To battle! When last did we fight side by side, Rhea? Too long ago, I warrant. But come, let us away. Hey Astral, how are you doing today? Playing some League, so not so good. I haven't played that game. I think is that's not like a first-person shooter, right? Like I've heard of it, but I've never really actually played it. But it's not like a first-person shooter, is it? It's more like that game that let me see. Who makes that game? Blizzard Entertainment. So Blizzard had a game that I wonder. Yeah, Heroes of the Storm. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Heroes of the Storm. Is Heroes of the Storm even around anymore? .5v5 MOBA. Okay. So if it's 5v5, that sounds more like Crystalline Conflict of Final Fantasy XIV PvP, and I don't like that mode, so I don't think I would actually like that game. But that's just me. Y'shtola, why are we in the middle of all of these? Oh, that's why. Okay. Y'shtola, what do you gotta say? The summoning ritual is taking place at the Beastman's Aetheryte deep within. Thither we must go. Oops. I didn't mean to go through all that. Okay. Looks like Heroes of the Storm is still active. Okay. I remember, Blood, I remember you actually playing Heroes of the Storm for a while. Oh, wow. We got 2 of these to go through. Okay. Let me just go ahead and get rid of you. Played with Brian, so I'm okay, yeah. I guess I'm gonna go this way first. He's a intruders. I'm just kind of half-assing it right now because I've got really good gear on. I'm not even doing a full-on rotation at this point. We go this way. Oh, I don't have to do the other side. Okay. Ooh, what's over here? It's a Hagen, so don't go back in there. Oh, a Fate? Should I do the Fate? It's just a single boss, so let's do the Fate. That way I can go ahead and get rid of it. Yeah, real easy Fate. No, that's not too bad. He's down pretty quickly.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it gives me some credit to get my rank up. I must have hit that Elpst. Oop. Chocobo's gone. Alright. Oh, there's more. I wonder if it's time for my Chocobo to get leveled up again. Let me see. Let's see. Companion. Skills. I don't have any. Okay. Can I? Okay, good. Okay. Oh, look, it's the... I thought they were like the... I don't know who they were. It was just, it wasn't a Sahagin, so... Okay. I'm surprised this is not a instance, honestly. This might be an instance where I'm going to now. It's an axolotl. A really ugly looking one, but... Oh, what's happened to Y'shtola? Oh... Go away, I wasn't talking to you. Is she down for the count, or is she... I can't see her now because of this stupid mob. Oh, she must be hurt. Healing her. Pray, do not concern yourself. 'Twas but a glancing blow. Come, the 8th rite is close at hand. Let us press on.
Damn them. They have made thralls of soldiers and civilians both.
Did I miss much? So that is how you fight in the Far East. Mental note, pick no quarrel with Domans. But seriously, if I am to keep up, I must needs forsake elegance for efficiency. To the Aetheryte!
You'll forgive me my lateness.
I've been something of a liability of late, I know. 'Tis high time I set about making amends.
Long have you shriveled swordwalkers tormented our kind. But no more! Your time is at an end! You shall perish with salt in your wounds and sea in your lungs. Lord of the world, hearken to our plea. Lord of the world, deliver us from our misery!
Do you feel that?
I know this sensation. It's the echo.
What?
Such power! It is transcendent!
Seven hells!
Strike me down if you will. It is futile! I have mastered the gift! I am eternal! O mighty Leviathan, ruler of the seas, born of waters primordial, I offer unto you this frail flesh, that you might grant your faithful servants deliverance. I beseech you, come forth!
Die, damn you!
Foolish shorewalker! You cannot kill that which is eternal!
Heavens forfend.
Damn it all!
My being ebbs away. But it should by right be infinite. Am I not immortal? Curse you, emissary! You promised me everlasting.
Where did he go?
What say you? Nary a single ship? Hells take that sea demon! Gather the survivors and get to shore. Leave the wrecks for the pirates. Leviathan wastes no time. The diversionary squadron is lost. For a mercy, 'twould seem the Primal now makes for open sea. But why does he not press his advantage? Unless... God save us! He means to unleash a tidal wave.
That was probably the most interesting cutscene for our primal that I've seen so far. Understand, I speak of no normal wall of water. That which Leviathan makes ready to conjure carries more destructive power than aught seen in nature. Enough to raise entire coastal settlements. If his last attempt is any guide, we cannot suffer history to be repeated. Yet how in the seven hells are we to prevent it? I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I had to use the restroom. It's all that water, you know? Speaking of water. Okay. Alright, continuing on. So this is not going to be a straight and narrow path to a primal fight tonight. Let's see what Meryl has to say now. Though our plight cries out for action, we must take thought. So long as Leviathan remains in the open sea, he is effectively beyond our reach. Our fleet is second to none, of that you may be sure, but Lamailean herself will struggle to the best of the Lord of War in his element. In a straight fight, he would make meat and matchwood of us. We need another plan, that much is plain. Let us return to Limsa and see if we cannot think of one. I shall await you in the command room. So back to Limsa we go. Wahoo! Wahoo! You are expected in the command room. Pray do not keep the Admiral waiting.
There used to be a hamlet beyond South Tidegate in western Lanosha. Hearthstone 'twas called. Some years prior to the Maelstrom's founding, Leviathan rose from the briny depths and set about unleashing watery hell upon us. But when the bastard came next, this time in the wake of the calamity, we were not so fortunate. Weary of ravaging our shoreline, he summoned a tidal wave which fair leveled Hearthstone and washed the soil away for good measure.
The area was subsequently occupied by the Sahagin.
Aye. The thrice-damned creatures transformed it into a spawning ground for their brood. Given the quantity of crystals stolen to feed him and his legion of thralls, we can be fairly sure that Leviathan is stronger now than in his previous incarnations. If that sea demon is left to wreak havoc, what befell Hearthstone may well befall a larger settlement, even Limsa. That cannot happen. The Primal must be stopped.
That was ever our objective, Admiral. But how are we to achieve it? The sea is Leviathan's uncontested domain. The ships of the 3rd Squadron could not close to within 100 yards of the Primal, nor could their cannons pierce his defenses.
I have read the reports, Master Thancred. Our warships may as well have been bloody pleasure barges for all the good they did. 7 hells! Is there no way that we might strike back?
The company of heroes defeated Leviathan, having first lured him into an inlet, but we must needs contend with him upon the open sea. It will avail us little to consult past experience.
Admiral, if I may.
Speak freely, Marshal.
By all accounts, Leviathan's most formidable weapon is the very sea itself. Waves and whirlpools, tides and currents, all these things are his to command. The key to victory, I believe, lies in disarming our foe. This, in effect, is what the company of heroes achieved with their ruse. We cannot lure Leviathan from the sea a second time. But what if we could weaken his hold upon the element of water? I have heard of devices capable of such wonders. They draw upon the power of corrupted crystals, I am told. If mounted upon a ship, such a device might be used to prevent Leviathan from bringing the full force of the sea to bear against us, rendering him no more dangerous than any other sea serpent.
Of course! Sid built a similar device to grant the Enterprise safe passage through Garuda's Tempest, did he not?
Begging your pardon, my lady, but to give credit where it's due, this is something I heard from an old arcanist friend of mine.
It makes little difference who thought of it first, so long as it works. Beg the specifications of this device from your friend, and I shall pass them on to our people at Naldic and Vermelis. But before we proceed any further, I would voice one concern. Piercing Garuda's defenses is one thing. Suppressing Leviathan's attacks, quite another. In matters of science, I am as a babbling babe, but I cannot well imagine that such a feat would be possible without a veritable mountain of corrupted crystals. The question being, do we have a ship big enough to bear such a burden?
Mayhap not, Admiral, but two might. Recall you the tale of Mistbeard's greatest haul? It is said that he lashed 2 ships together, side by side, the better to bear his plunder. By your leave, we might attempt to repeat the trick. The gods know it would be quicker than building a new vessel.
Mistbeard did this. Truly, Marshal, upon the subject of the Pirate King, you are as a scholar.
Now, from what I have gleaned of these matters, the device will need to be in close and constant proximity to the target. To wit, we must lash our twin vessel to Leviathan. This in itself will be no small feat. Ramming speed will be required, but given the weight of the cargo, that will only be attainable with the aid of a towing vessel. Suffice it to say, the task of piloting said vessel will entail considerable danger, and I would not ask it of another. I volunteer myself.
'Twill be dangerous for all involved, but we have no better recourse. Very well. Commodore, assemble the remnants of the fleet at Morrowby Bay. Give priority to our soundest vessels. The repairs can wait. Storm Marshal Slafierson, command of the operation is yours. I want that twin vessel ready to sail post-haste.
At once, Admiral.
And then there is the small matter of slaying the beast. The fate of Limsa rests upon your shoulders once again. Go well, Warrior of Light.
I wonder if he's Mistbeard. I can't remember. I think I've done like a side quest for that Deceated, but I can't remember if he is or not. The way he reacted is like, don't you give away my name. Beings held as gods also exist in what you call the Far East. Legends tell us that they walked among us in days of yore, but I confess that I never truly believed them. That I should live to behold one is humbling and horrifying in equal measure. Now that I have come face to face with the Primal, I do begin to understand why the Guardians fear them so. What is it? A message, Admiral. I judged it best that it be delivered at once. I am listening. According to the Yellow Jackets, a man has appeared who claims to have defeated Leviathan. One of the company of heroes? The details are yet hazy, Admiral. We have dispatched one of our own to question the individual. I am disinclined to put any store by this claim, and even should it be true, it is as Y'shtola said, none save the company of heroes have bested Leviathan, and we know how they went about it. If this man is of their number, what could he tell us that we do not know already? And yet, having wagered Limsa's survival on 2 ships, some rope, and a pile of crystals, can we afford to ignore this man? If his testimony could yield us any manner of advantage, should we not hear it? Damn it all. The twin vessel will soon be ready. We have no time to wait for the Maelstrom's report on the supposed Primal Slayer's claims. Rhea, seek him out and learn what he knows. At the very least, it will spare you the torment of waiting for the reckoning in idleness. That's true. The man you're looking for is believed to be a resident of the Grey Fleet in Lower Lonosha. The Storm Private sent to question him should already be in the vicinity. May your journey prove fruitful. Okay, so where is that at? Alright, so I'm gonna go Morrowby Dry Docks, basically. Oh wait, where am I? I'm in the actual heart of the world. I didn't realize I was so much into it. Okay. I might actually get to the I don't know if I'll be able to get a queue, but I might be able to get to the Horror Leader, Leviathan. Or I might wait till the next stream to do that. Let's see what this person's got to say. A long flight. This is another one that needs another aetheryte, I swear. But I don't think they're going to add aetherytes to the older content anymore. I really wish they would for the newer players. Now look here, you. You'll have your bloody story, right after you carry those sacks of grain over to the mill. Oh, not you again. But, sir, that's what you said before you had me pick those oranges for you, and before I mucked out the chocobo stables, and before I rolled that millstone over to the mill, and also before... Gods, man, I've worked 3 days straight without a wink of sleep. 3 days, and do you hear me complaining? Bah, I suppose some of us just ain't made for the rougher stuff. Alright, I'll give you what you want. Never let it be said that old Trectum ain't a generous soul. Now prick up your ears, 'cause I won't be repeating myself. Too modest, see? Besides, there's only so much epicness a man can take in one setting. You can? Ahem. The tale of Tractum's epic victory over the dread primal Levitius. Levitius, like diabetes. Now, Levitius is huge, make no mistake. To give an idea how big, each of his scales is about as wide across as me members long. As your what long? Please tell me he didn't just say that. And that no mean feat, let me tell you. When I fought him, I could barely see for all the brine he was pelting me with. Must have been a lagoon's worth at least. He even knocked me trusty axe out of me hands at one stage. Of course, that proved to be a grave mistake. Heh heh heh. What happened next? Why, I grabbed him by the tail and I tied him up in knots. But not wanting to take all the glory for myself, I let me mates in the company of heroes handle the rest. Like I said, I'm modest as well as heroic. Mayhap too modest. Now there's some to say you can never truly beat Levitius, that you've got to learn to live with him and make the best of a bad situation. Not the company, though. Ah, it's you! I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I was just enjoying the attention, is all. I take back everything I said. I was never part of the company of heroes. I'm no marauder. I'm actually a complete coward. I'm nothing. I'm chocobo dung. No, I'm the maggots you find wriggling in the chocobo dung. I have to lie to women to tumble him, and that don't happen much. My member's tiny and pathetic. Oh, gosh. Oh my gosh. I can't with this. This is crazy. I sure as hell didn't fight Levitius, but I have seen him with me own eyes. 'Twas a fair few years back when I was working as a baker's hand. I was shirking me duties one day, loitering about the harbor when I saw it. A great big massive sea serpent some miles off the coast, with a fleet of galleons making straight for it. Cannons firing. I was so bloody scared I sold myself right there and then. Whoa, oh gods, just remember that day made me soil myself all over again. Hey, wait, if you're here asking after Levitius, it means you're planning to fight him, ain't you? Well, take care. He really is terrible. Dreadful, I tell you. If you're not careful, you'll end up in his gullet or at the bottom of the sea. Why, you worthless, lying whore son, I can't believe you made me handle chocobo dung. Smack, smack, smack. Rhea, this has been Philia. Were you able to learn aught of use against Leviathan? You mean Leviabetus? I beg your pardon? Leviabetus? I see. That is unfortunate. At any rate, I have tidings for you. The twin vessel is now complete. We await you at the Moravi dry docks. Pray make your way here as soon as you are able. Oh my gosh, that was hilarious. That was just freaking funny. Oh my gosh. That was a good way to like break up the seriousness of MSQ. Down here? Yeah, we're down here. Okay. I'm told you're drawn to the Grey Fleet proved fruitless. My sympathies, lass. I'll wager it served to take your mind off the events of recent days, though. But enough of that nonsense. The moment of truth is upon us. The twin vessel, the Whore Leader, I call her, is complete, and she surpasses all my expectations. In addition to her prodigious tonnage, she has been fitted with a platform that you and yours might maneuver freely in battle. I would mention also that she is nigh unsinkable, but I'm not one to tempt fate. The Whore Leader and her crew stand ready, my friend. Just give the word, and we shall bear you to Leviathan. Do we see it? Nope, it's not here. Okay. Ah, I know that look. You are ready. Having been constructed in some haste, the Whore Leader may not be pretty, but I assure you she's capable. She's been fitted with what our friends at Naldik and Vermelius are calling an elemental converter. Assuming the thing works, it will use the power of the Kreta crystals on board to rob Leviathan of his hold over water. Depending on how the battle unfolds, you may well need to activate the device manually. Keep that in mind. It is expected that the Sahagin and their thralls will attempt to come to Leviathan's defense. Accordingly, the Maelstrom will once again employ diversions. Thancred and Y'shtola, I would have you assist in this effort. It is to fulfill its purpose. Your diversionary force must not want for numbers. By your leave, I too would volunteer my blade. We would welcome it. Having seen you fight in Sapsa, I dare say the fishbacks will find your presence highly diverting. Thancred and Y'shtola, if you would join the third levy, and Lady Guri the fifth. But what words have I for the woman who has made a sport of slaying gods? Only these. Go warily, for the sea is an unforgiving place to wage war. May the navigator guide you through the storm, warrior of light. I would echo the Admiral's sentiments and add a few words of mine own. Know that we all have the utmost faith in you, Rhea. May the crystal bless and keep you. Oh. Okay. So, we're going to stop and we're going to queue first things for this first thing on Friday morning. So, what I'm going to go ahead and do is we're going to see if we can raid somebody that is playing Final Fantasy XIV. I'm going to try not to do anybody that's got any spoilers, just in case anybody is wanting to. Let's see here. That's post Heaven's Word. That's Endwalker. Let's see what we got. Let's do this one here. What are they working on here?
I walked in like 20 minutes ago and said, "Why are you awake?" And I said, "Honestly, I don't know."
Okay. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do this one here because it looks like they are a little bit behind where we are. So it'd be fine to raid this person here. So, yeah, so I'll see everybody in on Friday morning, 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And thank you for joining. I definitely appreciate y'all. Y'all have been awesome. And hopefully soon we'll be able to get to affiliate and have even more fun. Alright, so I will talk to you all later. Bye!
Isn't that like super disrespectful?
Yeah, no, wait a minute.
Peace.
Thank you so much for the raid. Definitely wasn't contemplating ending soon. Araya? Is that how you pronounce your name?
Yeah.
Were you also playing the Arya?
Oh yeah, no,
Arya.
I see it.
Okay. Were you also playing the Final Fantasy? Can I get the... You did the big shout out. Can I get the small shout out?
I think I might swap to the like iPad / base covering or something else. But
I don't exactly know what that means. What does 2.2 mean?
Why did the bomb break? Part of me is like, instead of going to bed,
Finish the base story.
you should not.
Do you love yourself, Chris? If you love yourself, don't hop on a gacha game right now. Just go to bed. Give yourself some time.
Unless it was Uma Musume.
Unless it was Uma Musume, then that would be pretty obvious. But in general, I think that it would be a good idea for you to go to bed, because considering it's very late.
30 minutes to the time.
I'll catch you guys.
Yes.
Anyways.
For another.
Go forever.
Arya, if you need to raid and run and do the EPs and so on and so forth, please feel free to do so. Thank you for trusting me with your community. Rar and such.
One of my cousins is